come to you this Friday for the third time. As with me, as always, are my interns Ray, and Perry.
Hello.
Hi, for the third
For
time.
the third time. one of these days, one of these days. Sorry, but I got a new Wacom, and it doesn't work, so we had to disconnect it, and then reconnecting it obviously disabled my audio, and anyway, we had shenanigans, but we're here now. So, but this will, I have sad news for everybody. This will be Ray, and Perry's last show. If you were here earlier, you heard that from me, that they graduated, but you didn't hear from them. So, do you guys want to say anything about the whole graduation deal?
Chad was the best part of that school.
Yeah, basically.
I'm not even lying.
And,
just like
yeah.
straight up.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah,
Like when I was going through
kind
the
of what kept
ceremony,
it going.
I shook the hand of the dean and whatever, and in my head I was just like, "Who's this guy?" Like,
Literally,
this guy
I was
doesn't
like,
help me graduate.
whose
Like,
hand am
I
I
don't wanna-
shaking?
I don't want to shake this random guy's hand.
Was
like,
it-
I just want to shake Chad's hand.
Was it?
I don't know.
Was it?
I
was
couldn't
it-
tell you.
It was whoever that bald man was that was standing there like, oh, hello,
Okay, that's-
congratulations. And I'm like, thank you, bald man.
Yeah, I was like, I could not care less about this man. Like, I already shook the hand that I care about, but okay.
Oh, you guys are too sweet. But that was not the dean.
Who was that?
That was just a random faculty member that they thought had a good voice, and they just asked. His name's Stephen Buell, and they just asked him like last minute to do it, and he did it. So he was a really good sport.
Okay, here's the thing though. Let me tell you something about, apparently Steven was his name.
Uh-huh.
So I get
gonna
up there.
So much trouble for this podcast. Here we go.
No, here's the thing. This isn't, it's not like I have history. I just have like one little thing. So, I get up there to get my paper, and you know how like right before we walked across that carpet on the concrete, they were like, hey, how do you pronounce your name? And it's like, I say it like this.
Uh-huh.
So sure enough, that's what happened. It's like, hey, how do you pronounce your name? And I'm like, oh, you say it like this. He's like, okay. He still said my name wrong. And I look back, I'm like, I literally just told you.
Actually, same. They pronounced my middle and my last name wrong, and I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
I spelled
we just
it
went over
phonetically
this.
on the paper. I told you how to say it.
Yeah, that's the
It
story
was-
of my life.
Oh my
right there.
gosh.
Yeah. Okay, so we also have two new interns who will be filling the very big shoes that Ray, and Perry are leaving. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
My name's Dev.
Okay.
I'm a size 15 men, so I can fill shoes pretty easily.
Not mine. Sit down.
Ah!
And I'm the replacement.
So Dev, are we calling you Dev, or are we calling you Chili Chapters?
You can call me Dev or Chili. I don't really mind either way.
Okay. And is intern number 2 still on? You still there, kiddo?
Yep,
Okay.
I'm still here.
All right. What name are we going to christen thee?
Hello. You could call me Randingo or Jay. Whatever works easiest for you.
I'm never gonna remember Randingo.
Yeah, bro, I've been following you for like 3 years.
I didn't know. I don't know. I'm old.
I mean,
Yep.
we already knew that part.
Or you could call me Randy.
Yeah, you make
Randy
that
works
known.
too.
Oh,
When you showed us your old man car.
Call me whatever you want.
Yeah.
That old man car is a sweet ride.
Yeah, it has wood
Don't.
in it. So, like, cool.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. It does have paneling. It does have paneling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, so we have my friend Sarah, and we also have Ryan Brown, and we have Mecca Jared joining us today. Thank you everybody for bearing with us, even though we are off to let's just say it wasn't the smoothest of starts, and I've already switched beverages. I'm drinking ice cold
That's
water
the
now.
understatement of the century.
Yeah, it's okay. It gets smoother as we go. Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
Or does
Yeah,
it?
yeah, look. Okay, so Ryan caught the comment. It has wood. Look what you did. Look what you did, Perry.
It did! Like,
You
okay,
sold 'em
I'm
out.
stating a fact.
You gotta
Y'all
say-
are making it dirty. That's
have to
on you.
say- you have to say paneling. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, JD's up here. New interns. I hope the new ones are better at keeping up with the comment. Whoa! Whoa.
Damn.
They were slackers. Yes, I know you are there. But would be amazed if you actually saw this, let alone read this aloud. Ooh, man.
God damn.
Dang.
I mean, like, we're still here, so.
We can hear you.
Whew. Okay, we will do a better job about reading that. My apologies. Okay, so Randingo and Dev, Randingo. What if we just said Dingo?
You could say dingo.
Okay.
Or ran.
Ran.
Or just go.
Or ding.
Or ding.
Lowercase.
Pick any syllable. Pick your favorite.
Wow. Okay, JD is still. Yes, shots fired. That's right. Lowercase because I'm done shouting. Ooh. Okay, mental note. Read the chats. Now, but I do want to say this. So, okay, but this isn't Twitch. So can you guys see JD Smith's comments? Because
Yes,
I can
we
see.
can.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can see him.
Oh, you can see him. Okay, because I'm the only one I think that can see the comments that come in from like Facebook. You guys can't see those, right?
Yeah.
So
No.
Yeah,
We
we,
can just-
we only see the ones from Twitch.
Okay, so they only seen the ones from Twitch. I'm the only one that can read the ones from Facebook, YouTube, and what else? Oh, Twitter, I guess, wherever else we're streaming. So okay, but we promise to do better. So yeah, we had a lot going on. I've been absent with conventions. The convention season start back. I just got back from MegaCon, which was amazing. Holy poop balls! If you miss MegaCon, you miss the super spreader event. Everyone has COVID, but it was fun while it lasted. Let's see. Oh, JD Smith says he's just busting your chops because he's feisty today. Get me some Snickers now, and then
Yeah, JD, eat a Snickers.
and then, and Cat Straw says, "Hold on, listen, I got a kid. You got some toxic fans in your comments." No, we don't tolerate toxic fans here. But if we did have a toxic fan, there is no way I would know how to get them off.
And that's why you have interns.
And that's why we have interns. So, anywho. And then Cat says, full of COVID apparently. Woof. Yeah, there's a lot of people that came back that caught it. So, hopefully everybody's healthy and okay. And no one had like a serious case. But it was fun though. It was a lot of fun. They broke their attendance records, 140,000 people. It definitely felt like a tier 1 show. So, congratulations to the Fan Expo crew. Thank you to Kevin Boyd, Constance, Heather, everyone that takes care of the artists in Arts Alley. We love it. See, I'm a Toxic Avenger fan. Holy cow. Do you guys get that reference? I think Mecha Jared's going to get that reference. I'm going to get that reference. What about you youngins? Do you know what the Toxic Avenger is?
Heard it's before.
Assuming the
I
Avengers,
know.
but toxic?
I'm assuming just any of the Avengers nowadays.
No. He was it was a very famous like B movie growing up, and it's basically sort of like a spoof on the Incredible Hulk, but he was the Toxic Avenger, but he was giant and green. It was like if the Incredible Hulk and Sloth from Goonies had a baby. That's what the Toxic Avenger looked like. So there, I got everyone caught up in 20 words or less. Let's see. I miss cons for sure, but definitely not the con flu. The con crud, that's what we call it. Yeah. Which is upped its game since COVID, apparently. And this is Mecha Jared. I don't know how many people would actually know too much about the Troma Studios movies because when you and I were in its prime heyday, yeah, it's definitely a cult film. Toxic Avenger is a cult film. But I seem to remember enjoying it as a child, but 16-year-old brain, that's probably like the roundabouts when I watched it. it's probably horrifically horrible, perfectly horrible now. So I don't know. But yeah, if you have money to spend on movies, watch all the good ones first, and then when you're out of good ones, then watch Toxic Avengers. Trauma films were notoriously bad. They were just garbage. But we didn't have stuff back then, so yeah, it's a cult film to end all cult films. Okay, all right. So today we're trying to finish up the commission list. I still have outstanding commissions from Dallas Fan Expo last year, and Dallas Fan Expo.
Oh my gosh.
Is in like 2 weeks. So yeah,
Ouch.
yeah. You know what though?
Oof.
I've kept up with everybody. I'm not ghosting anyone because you guys know what my last year was like. So
Yeah.
and,
Yup.
and it's still going. You know, I talked to my dad. They put my grandpa in hospice. So we might not have a normal streaming schedule because life happens. We're just going to do it as much as we can and have as much fun doing it, and then hopefully entertain a few people along the way. So I know what Dazzler looked like when I read comics, but I have no idea what Dazzler looks like now. So we get to do an internet search on our live stream. So what was the Netflix show that we were watching in the failed attempts? We're gonna go back to the Netflix show right here. Here we go.
Someone's getting fed.
What's that?
Someone needs to feed Phil right now or something.
Let's see. I think David's going to that one. Good luck. Oh boy. There's yeah. Thanks, Sarah. Thank you. Just play it by. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Somebody. Okay, here we go. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Maybe. Okay, hold on. All right. There. Yeah. Okay. Down reflector. So the Dazzler, when I was a kid, was an X-Men. Allison Blair. Marvel new outfit. Okay, there's the search that we were doing before. No, this outfit's horrible. No. Why? For reals? What is this?
Things you do for money, Chad.
Ay. Please tell me this is wrong. Please tell me this is like Cable's daughter or something. Why does she have a gun? Ay. Let's look at these. Those are not Dazzler costumes either. This is just somebody. So this, let me see. This is what Dazzler looked like when I read comics, when the comics were cool. And look, this is the 70s one right here. Look at that, bell bottoms. Look at that hair. Heather Locklear hair.
That's the prime. Look at that. It screams, I'm a walking disco ball, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Those shoes.
I mean, she's called the Dazzler, so.
Look, rollerblades. Come on, or not rollerblades. What are they called? Roller skates.
Mm-hmm.
But even like this is I sort of like this look. That's a cool look.
JD says it looks like the suit that you hate is a SHIELD outfit.
This is a SHIELD outfit? She's on SHIELD now? What it says, what do you think of Dazzler's new look? Okay, so you know what? We got to go with it. Yeah, Dazzler, agent of SHIELD. Okay. And she has a gun. And long hair. It's not Heather Locklear hair. Oh boy. Alright, well. Let's... I'm gonna have to pull this over here. Yuck.
I don't mean to interrupt, but unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to dip out soon because I have to go to my job.
Not only that, but we started an hour later. Technically, I'm supposed to be done with this. You know, my daughter's like waiting in the other room for like food and stuff. Let's see. Russ says, just draw Jubilee and say she has better sparkle fingers. You know, I never thought about that. Jubilee was basically a replacement for Dazzler. I always thought she was more of a replacement for Shadowcat, but Yeah. Yeah, I don't dig the shield outfit. It just looks like an Elon Musk spacesuit to me.
I mean, I think it would probably just be better to go with whatever outfit is considered like classic.
Well, it's a commission. It's a commission.
True.
So
Do you know if they want the
they
classic outfit or if they want the
said the
new?
new. They said the new. So they must be fans.
Ah,
Ay 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 ay. Yeah, I agree with Jared. A replacement for Kitty Pryde. So I wouldn't have guessed it was Dazzler. Yeah. Okay, that's how I feel, Sarah. Yeah, it doesn't remind me of Dazzler at all. Okay, so we're gonna ditch clear. I really don't want to draw her with a gun. I want to draw her shooting laser beams out of her hands.
I mean, you could probably get away with that.
Yikes.
I think you need to pull your screen up, Chad.
Ah!
Yeah, you got to move reflector back up
Oh
to
my
the center.
gosh. And see, this is why we have interns. This is exactly why. Because I would have drawn that whole thing without anything. Yeah, ditch the gun. I agree. I agree. Here we go. So Joy is back in Cedar this week, taking care of Dad. And then I'm about to head down to Las Vegas to spend some time with Grandpa. But let's see if we can get a gesture we like. No. No.
I agree, Ryan. Hand lasers are so much better than guns any day of the week.
Yep. I think we've had enough guns. Yeah, and and the other thing, she's an entertainer. She's a singer. So I was hoping, like, to get the whole mic drop action.
Mm-hmm.
That's not happening.
That little
today.
extra bit of pizzazz.
Yeah.
All right, well, I gotta leave, unfortunately, but it was
Hey.
nice introducing myself and everything.
Okay,
Sorry, I
Dan.
didn't get to say anything interesting. We were going to talk about Venus flytraps and stuff and
Oh, true.
all that,
That would have been fun.
but I saved all the interesting stuff for before the stream, unfortunately. So I used up all my good material.
All right, well, go write some more material, and we'll see you next week, Dev, and hopefully we'll get started on time and things will be a little bit smoother. But yeah, take care, and we'll see you next time, buddy.
All right, toodles.
See you, Dev.
See ya.
Okay, what do you guys think? What do you think of the gesture? Can you even see it? Is it showing up?
Yeah, it's showing up.
Sort of like a contrapposto.
Yeah, it's pretty light, but
See if I can just sort of layer that in a little bit more. Now, if these hips are going this way, then this goes. Okay. I don't know. That's really boring.
I think that earlier Sarah mentioned that she got an interesting commission for a painting that she's going to do.
Oh yeah.
She didn't say what, though, yet.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Wow, there's a lot of chat happening. Holy cow. Why not just draw the 80s down? So, Jared, it's a commission. So when people say they want the new outfit, I oblige them with the new outfit. And even if it's... You know, and here's the other thing. You always have to remember, art is subjective. People like what they're going to like. And as an illustrator, you're obligated to create what they want. It's not fine art. So, anywho, and then Sarah says definitely go for it. weren't her powers based around sound? That's exactly right. So she was a singer, and like she takes sound waves and converts them to light energy, so she can basically shoot laser beams. Sarah liked the pose, so you can always spice it up. Uh, uh, Sarah, did you get a? Oh, for a few games. Okay. Hey, that's fantastic. Job as a concept artist. That is awesome. You got to be on cloud 9. That's fantastic. We'll have to have you come talk to the students now. You can be our character design liaison. Good. That's fantastic. Congratulations. We should party. Hi, my name's Rob, and I like to party.
Oh my god.
What? You got that?
Yes, I got that.
Okay, all right. Yeah. This is. I can't even keep going with this. It's too boring. I gotta think. I gotta think of a new pose. I want her singing on the stage.
Singing and firing her gun, perhaps?
No, singing and just like shooting lasers.
Like a glam rock concert kind of thing.
Yes, see? There we go. Oh, well, was it supposed to be a secret, Sarah? I know. See, but okay. So there begs the question, like if she's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. now, should I draw her just shooting the stupid gun? I hate it when I think I know what I'm doing and then I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, singing would kind of ring true to her character integrity. I mean, I know that you said it's a commission, but if that's like one of her staples, if that's one of the things that makes her the Dazzler.
Right, but this fan might only know Dazzler from like whatever reboot that they've done. Does that make sense?
True.
You know. So
True.
So if I turn around and I'm like, okay, here's the Dazzler that I know, and he's like, why does she have a microphone? Because she doesn't have a microphone in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever. But and supposedly, I haven't read X-Men in a while, but supposedly, like all the mutants lost all their powers, so she might not even have her powers anymore. She might need the gun. I have to Google this. I'm sorry.
Did they redo the House of M?
Yeah. Like apparently there's still a lot of X-Men that are just human now, and then they turned them all to vampires too. I think Jubilee is like a vampire.
Okay.
I know.
That's a direction.
I know.
One of the directions ever.
Yeah, that's certainly a direction they could go, and they really did.
So here we go. Does the new Dazzler have power?
Comics are wild.
They're nothing but a giant soap opera that never ends.
Okay, I learned about a term the other day. I believe it's like a comic term called like fridging. That was because of, I think, a Green Lantern comic where like he comes home and his girlfriend is like chopped up in the fridge. And
What?
it's basically like the killing of a female character for no apparent reason other than to like drive a story plot for the hero. And I was like, what?
I think that happened in Green Arrow.
Oh, is it Green Arrow or
It was either
someone was green?
Someone was green. It says that
I'm pretty sure it was Green Lantern.
they still have their powers. So. Oh God.
Ryan Brown says you could just give her a laser gun, like in Ben 10. Or not Ben 10. So. Yes, that was right.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Why don't you want the old awesome Dazzler with bell bottoms. Look at how look at that. Doesn't
That already
just,
looks so much sassier.
doesn't it? Doesn't look here. Let's give her.
Nice.
Oh.
Be good attitude.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Isn't that just a million times more interesting than?
It is.
Man, when you get like a Kool-Aid Man reaction, you know it's good.
Let's see. Well, it says, you know, some guy was like, "Hey, she's hot and she can shoot lasers with her hands, but you know what? She needs a gun." Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. America. I can't do it.
Mecha Jared says, sadly, for the last few years, and this is just my opinion, they've seemed like they've really been changing a lot of the foundations that made people like Chris Claremont set up for the X-Men. It's just me personally, I'm not too keen on it.
Yeah. I still buy the X-Men comics, but I haven't been reading them. And it's just because I basically have every Uncanny X-Men ever from like 162 up. So for me, it's almost like I don't want to have a hole in my collection. I know that's terrible, but it's the truth. I tend to, like, when I actually read comics, I tend to follow creators and I buy the comics based off who the artists are. So if I don't know the artist and I don't know that they're on the book, it doesn't really. This is like the weirdest gun too. It's not even a normal gun. It's like just some nonsensical, stupid laser gun. And I think I drew her head way too far to the side. So we're just going to move it. So what topics do you guys want to tackle today? Are you? I am going to. Sarah asks, "Am I going to San Diego?" Ryan says it was Green Lantern. So yeah,
Was Green
it
Lantern?
was Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I am going to San Diego. I haven't figured out the exhibitor portal yet, but I am going to San Diego. I have tickets. I have stuff to let me in the door. Yeah, this gun's... Gosh, I can't... Let's redo the arm.
Remind me, who here has seen the Multiverse of Madness?
I have.
Not me.
I haven't. Has anyone? Chad, have you seen it or no?
Yeah. Are we going to talk about it though? Has everyone seen it? Are we doing spoilers?
Like, it seems like a lot of people haven't seen it.
Yeah. So
Well,
probably
here,
So ridiculous.
I'm just kind of curious. So, Dingo, because you have seen it, like, you know, without any kind of like spoilers, what's kind of like your takeaway from it? Like, how do you feel about it?
I feel like Marvel's really trying to keep their audience for specifically the movies for a franchise that I feel like should have died with Endgame. Personally, I'm a huge Doctor Strange fan, so I already went in biased, and I really liked it. But there's definitely a lot of weird takes that happened in the movie that I don't think everyone will be a fan of.
Okay.
So I think it's a case-by-case basis because I've heard a lot of positive things about this one than Morbius.
I heard Morbius.
So I think it just depends on the
Absolute treatment.
person.
I haven't heard anything positive about Morbius.
Has anyone seen it?
Unfortunately.
I have not.
Oh. Okay, so that was not a glowing review. This is garbage. Before getting on your live stream to draw comics, make sure you can draw comics.
Advice.
That I hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So we
Let's see. Mecca Jared said, "Oh,
we
what?
gotta lock down if we can lock down a gesture that we like, this is gonna be easy.
That's usually the biggest hurdle, I think. Like, you just need to, once you can get the structure stuff mostly figured out, it's like you can just kind of run from there."
I mean, if I'm gonna do a woman with a gun, I want to do Ripley from Aliens or Vasquez.
Yeah.
Vasquez.
Oh, Castro says thumbnails, Chad. Thumbnails.
Yeah, I agree, Mecha Jared. I think that Sam Raimi had a lot to do with it. But I personally really liked the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films.
Me too.
Just from like a directional standpoint, I thought they were really good. So that's probably why I really enjoyed Multiverse as well. But yeah, I mean, if you're not like a huge fan of the recent Marvel movies, probably don't go see it in theaters, but I didn't
I'll watch it
think
on
it was a
Disney
complete
Plus
waste of
just so
time.
I can make fun of it.
Do it. That's a good reason to see a movie too.
To make fun of it.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen the new Maverick? The new Top Gun?
No. I have personal
No.
feelings against Top Gun.
Really? I want.
It's
to hear
so
your personal-
It's such a dumb reason that I refuse to watch it, but essentially when I was in high school, there was a bunch of like dude bros who were thinking that I needed advice on how to pick up guys, and they said that Top Gun was one of the movies I should watch if I ever wanted to relate to my boyfriend, and because of that, I am just noping Top Gun out of spite.
You know, it's funny. When I had a gay roommate, we watched Top Gun all the time. So it's interesting. They were telling you
I mean, good for you. I'm sure it's a good movie. I'm just not.
No, I'm just saying, like he basically said he's like Top Gun is one of the top gay pornos of that was ever made. He loved it because of the volleyball scene. So
That's great.
we watched a lot of Top Gun. What else did we watch? We watched. Oh man, I've seen enough RuPaul.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and but I've seen a lot of Queer Eye too. So we it's good times. I picked up on some grooming tips from Queer Eye. So
Queer Eye's the best.
okay, I sort of like this pose.
Katie says, all tops, no bottoms gun. Oh, sorry.
Wait, what?
JD put in the comments, all tops, no bottoms gun.
Yikes.
And yeah, CFG Games called it. They said the volleyball scene, I assume, and yeah. That.
Dun, 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 dun. I still want to see it because I love planes. I love like dogfight movies, Iron Eagle, Top Gun. I mean, you guys know, like you saw what I did on Temerity, like how exacting I was with the design and how it reflected like an SR-71 Blackbird. Like,
Right.
yeah, I watch YouTube videos just on military planes. Yes, Airwolf, CFC Games, you know it. Woo, bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All that stuff. Airwolf, do you remember CF Games? Do you remember the prequel to Airwolf, Blue Thunder, starring Rob Schneider, where the whole premise of the movie was that the helicopter could spy on people and people wouldn't know it, and so they had to blow it up? And that movie has not aged well because we basically we're being recorded on so many devices now. Yeah, but go watch Blue Thunder and watch how people react to the idea of like being eavesdropped on by the government. That was like the whole premise of the movie. The government's spying on you. That leg, I've run this leg. It's a tangent with this. Let's see if we can save this.
Dad, have you ever been to the Air and Space Museum in DC?
No, I haven't even been to the they have the museum here in Utah, and they have an SR-71, and I haven't been.
CF Games definitely recommends the one in DC.
I've never been to Washington. My daughter's there right now, but I've never been to Washington. I need to go. I also want to go. I always wanted to watch like a shuttle launch. We don't have shuttles anymore, but I've always, wanted to watch like something being launched into space. Wow, that looks like an alien head. Look at that. That's
Oh wow.
Straight out of the Star Wars cantina.
Avocado.
Oh my gosh.
Twist.
Avocado.
You guys are
Oh my god.
you guys are so brutal. Can you survive? Can you survive the
Just
combo?
change your gun to an instrument.
Ay, 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 ay. It's for mashing the guac.
Man, I actually really don't like avocados.
Dude, same. I don't know what the hype is.
Like it honestly, it's a texture thing. I can't stand the texture.
I only like guacamole. I don't like avocados. Joy keeps trying to put them on my sandwich. But I will eat the heck out of a good guacamole dip.
Maybe it's the health
Yeah.
aspect. Like, healthy foods just taste gross for some reason. But then
Oh my
you put,
gosh.
like, sour cream and whatever else in the guacamole, and suddenly it's not that healthy anymore,
Yeah.
and it's just amazing.
I like this theory. Is there sour cream in guac?
Sometimes.
Really? I just
I
add
think my mom and grandma put it in.
Oh, really? Okay. See, I just add like salsa. I add salsa and like garlic powder to a mashed up avocado, and I call that guacamole. And pico.
Catch Straw says, I live in California and I cannot. If I'm eating it, it must be with something else.
Yeah.
Avocados. Because, like, I know that avocado toast is a huge thing, but again, I just can't do it. I can eat avocado in sushi, but that's about it. Because
Yeah.
there's so many other textures going on, like, you don't even notice.
We had some good
Right.
sushi. Did you guys go to the? You guys didn't. Well, Dev went. We had. Okay, so I told you guys about the Domino's fiasco, right? Right. Ordered
Right, yeah.
Domino's for finals, and Domino's never.
Oh, yeah.
showed. And I.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, we actually never got your order. And it's like, that would have been great to know, like, an hour ago.
Yeah. So I took all the students to Yamoto, which was. I liked it. Have you guys been to Yamoto?
Me and Ray Ray were there.
Yeah.
And yeah, that one flaming roll that we got was mind-blowing.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I've never had something that had, like, such a nice smoky texture.
I know.
It was... Well, not texture. You can't have a smoky texture. It had a smoky flavor.
Flavor.
A smoky
yeah.
texture would
Smoky
just be
texture,
air.
if you like
I know.
incinerate the food and then inhale it instead of chewing. It's pretty common.
Ah,
in,
the smoky texture.
No, yeah, smoky texture. It's very common in Southern California ever since the fires.
It's just ash. You're just eating.
Oh, I thought that was Northern California.
Oh.
Yeah, it became popular in Southern California because the wind blew all of Northern California down into Southern California.
I'm sure.
If you go to visit
Oh,
California,
okay.
the top half is actually missing now, and it's because the Southern Californians ate it.
I see.
Let's see if
Crunchy.
let's see if Sarah can confirm.
Crispy.
Yeah, from I got that from Charlotte's Web. Crunchy.
onto bacon.
I hate this wrong so much. I hate it.
Actually, I'm so
Yes.
excited. I'm making tandoori chicken tonight,
See, now that sounds good.
and it should turn out good.
That sounds so
I
good.
am.
Jealous.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Like I've got the chimkin marinating in my refrigerator as we speak, and I'm thrilled.
Mm.
I heard from my daughter that there are YouTube videos where people just get around at a table and eat, and that's all they do. Like, we're doing this wrong. We could just be eating food and having people watch us eat food, and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
why are we
they're
not?
called like
Why are we
mukbang or
struggling?
mukbang or something.
What's it called? That's what she called it. Muck.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's
Mukbang.
mukbang, mukbang. It is
That's
mukbang.
what Sarah just put in the comment.
Yeah, that's what Sarah says. Mukbang.
Yeah, mukbang. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a thing.
Yeah, mukbang videos.
And she's like, oh, it's
Yeah, I could have been making
it's a
crepes
thing.
this whole time.
Well, okay, that's what we're doing now. We're just gonna get together and eat, shove. You know what though? Are there enough places in Utah to do that? Like, wouldn't you just be having like JCWs every other week? When you know, I mean, how many different Apollo burgers can you eat in Utah? You know what I mean? It's
Never had one of those.
well, it's the
Nice.
same. It's okay. So if you've never been to Utah, Utahns love like independent hamburgers stands. Okay, so they're not big fans of like Wendy's or Burger King or McDonald's, although we have them, but it's more Iceberg, JCW's,
Eat it out.
Arctic Circle, maybe,
yeah, Arctic Circle.
or is that another chain?
No, what's the other one? The Habit.
I love Habit.
Anyway, and I don't know. Have you guys ever ordered a shake from Iceberg? Okay,
Don't
No.
think so.
the small shake.
I haven't had an iceberg shake in so long.
But okay, I got the small. The small was 32 ounces.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my
they're
gosh.
this,
massive.
I'm like,
What?
this is the small. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is the
That
small.
is insane.
I know. I'm a big guy, and I was like, this is too much. Like, this is diabetes. This is, yeah,
Cat Straw says again, America,
yeah,
but like all caps, so like aggressive America.
yes. See, this
Man.
to me, this feels like Black Widow. It's like I'm drawing Black Widow. I have, man. Okay, I just got to do it. Think long.
You don't ask questions. You just
think
do it for the
long.
money,
Yep,
like a good little artist.
a good
just
little artist.
just do it for the money. You're told.
If you ever get a commission that doesn't come out the way you want, this is why. This is why. Just be like, I want Dazzler, and that's it. Don't tell me new outfit.
I mean, can you not ask them questions,
I
or is it
can.
like you get the commission and then they vanish until it's time for
I can.
the
No, I could
time?
I could totally call them up. I could be like, hey, listen. The new
I
Dazzler.
mean, there's been a lot of questions back and forth about how this should be presented, so it might be worth looking into it.
Okay. I always do this. I sketch it out. You know, I get an idea, especially on like a. So I have two types of commissions. I have like the quick sketch, where I just blast it out. I just, you know, like what you get what you get. Okay, remember how I had like 3 failed attempts? If I fail an attempt on a quick sketch, you get the failed attempt. Does that make sense? With these high quality ones where they're like paying top dollar, I get way more concerned about making sure that they're happy because they're expensive. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that they're happy so they come back. Let's see. So many comic book women are just modular at this point. Swap their hair. Yeah. No,
She-Hulk.
Exactly. Oh my heck! Are we going to talk about She-Hulk? Are we going to talk about Shrek 4?
I was gonna say, like, I don't know anything about like the actual series. I've just seen her design, and all I have to say is muscles. I want more of them.
Yeah, I'm
You want beefy
Why isn't she beefy?
But don't you want real muscles? I mean,
Yes.
Lou
Get, like-
Lou Ferrigno is a convincing Hulk still. You know what I mean? You guys, you know, I'm talking about the original like '70s Hulk show
Yeah.
where it was just a strong dude in a shirt and they painted him green, just like they painted Gamora green in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like,
I have said this before, and I'll keep saying it probably, but with how far special effects have come, people, and by people I mean like producers and stuff, have forgotten just how valuable and important practical effects can be.
oh, for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a reason that they went back
Right.
and unfixed quote unquote Star Wars and Star Trek when they were first made with practical effects. Then 3D came out and they were like, oh, we gotta like revamp these movies with 3D, and they looked like crap. And then they
Everyone
went
hated it, yeah.
the 3D effects because it looked awful, because practical effects genuinely can do things that sometimes 3D can't.
Right. There's like a
We
suspension.
don't need
of disbelief.
airbrushed, gently airbrushed green skin. Like, just slap some paint on her, let her flex, have some beefy muscles,
There you go.
maybe some sweat, you know, make all the bi women and men
I gotta,
swoon.
I gotta take a drink here. I'm getting. Woo!
Thinking of some moment.
Preach! Woo! That's a one spot.
That's like, I've been waiting for this conversation.
Keep talking.
This is why we stream.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Woo. That's what I want. I don't want Shrek. I don't want Shrek.
Yeah.
Shrek! You're right, though. You're
I
right.
don't want Shrek. It so looks like Shrek. It's just like Sonic. Like, who was in that meeting and was like, yeah, that looks good? Do you know what I mean? Like, who is in charge of this where they sign off on, like, I don't know. Somebody needs to say something. And you know what, though? The kid that said something was probably the kid that got fired. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
have you guys ever watched
Yeah.
the special features to the Star Wars prequels? Like,
No.
if you ever want to know what it's like to work in a chain of command with horrible communication, like, go watch those videos. Because, like, George Lucas, he's sitting there, he's watching the dailies, and he asks, he has, like, 2 lackeys. Like, he'll tell the lackeys to make a change, and then the lackeys run to the art department, and then they tell the artist what to do. So George Lucas is watching the dailies on this Yoda take, and he tells these lackeys to do something, and they go to the animators, and they say the exact opposite thing of what George told. Like, do you know what I mean? The whole red wagon exercise that you did in kindergarten, where you all got in a group, and somebody says something, and then by the time it comes back around, the message is totally different. These guys had
like telephone.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had one job. They had to go to like one animator, relay one message, and they basically tell him the wrong thing, and then the animator delivers on exactly what these guys said, and then George Lucas watches the next daily, and he was like, this is not what I want, and he's all frustrated. And here's the thing, and the 2 people are like, we told him. I'm like, and it's on film, and I'm like going, what just happened? And I've never been so. I'm like going. I know that happened to me all the time when I work in advertising. Like they never let the artist talk to the client, because the client would just be like, "Why do I need this moron idiot middleman?" You know what I mean? Anyway, it was.
Oh, hey Chad.
Yeah. Blah blah blah.
So in the comments, Niobe Comics says, Chad, you should pay attention to the Facebook chat. That's where we're watching with you and commenting, but no responses.
They're not showing up. Daggone it.
Oh.
I have the multi-stream, but they're not showing up here. All right, let me pop open my Facebook here. Will
The
I
multi-stream of madness.
will I get a feedback if that happens? Let's see. Let me see if I can pop open the Facebook and maybe just mute my video.
Oh, Allison's here. Hey, Allison.
And John Bear. Let's see.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, it is. Hold on, I gotta turn off the sound. Ah!
Oh, Allison's here. Hey, Allison.
Oh, John
no.
Bear. Okay, we're not doing
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Here we go. No, I can't shut it off. Okay, I can't. All right, we're just not going to get... We're not seeing Facebook comments today, guys. I'm so sorry. For whatever reason, they're not showing up. So my apologies. If I turn on Facebook, then we get the audio feedback and... Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, John Bear Ross says, "What's up, man? Finally got a Friday off."
Good for you, sir. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, Sarah's like, Chad,
Oh yeah.
look at Sarah's emotion face with her. She's like,
Just,
what are you doing? Obviously, we don't know.
I was gonna say that's the sound I hear with that face.
That's the meme that says like very good face.
So
I love drawing that face on characters.
Niobe,
Yes.
Niobe, what were you guys talking about over on Facebook? I'm so sorry. Tell us
Yeah,
what we're
listen, and we can get caught up.
Yeah.
Don't give Dazzler a gun.
Oh, really?
That's been like the biggest conversation throughout this whole thing.
Okay, what if they ask for the new outfit though? Okay, so Niobe's also a comic book artist. Niobe, it says new outfit specifically, and it looks like
Niobe says,
Okay.
Niobe said that X-Men all have their powers.
Okay. But she had a gun in the picture. Hope Summers fixed all that. Okay. I guess I should read more X-Men.
Well, because like, wasn't that the big thing about the X-Men? They have their powers and stuff to like. So
Yeah.
like, if you take those away, then it's kind of like, okay, what's the point?
You take away the powers and they are just men.
They are just the men. I mean, unless it's like, I don't know, a deliberate arc where it's like, you're more than just your powers. But, I mean, if the whole premise is around like, we don't have our powers anymore, then it's like, okay, cool. Men.
They did
Good for you.
They did open up the mutant school to non-mutants. So.
Oh, Wanda took them away. Okay. Wanda does a lot, from what I understand.
Yeah, she's up to the shenanigans.
Niobe's calling you out, saying that you're 5 years behind.
Hey.
Ooh.
Hey. I know.
They're X-Men.
I'm more like, it's worse than that, Niobe. It's more like I'm in the 80s and 90s still. That's how far behind
All the
I am.
response is, it gets worse.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we're talking about the Scarlet Witch, right? Yeah, Wanda is the Scarlet Witch.
Wanda. But is she Magneto's daughter?
What? Was
Oh,
that
yeah.
a thing?
What?
Yes.
I know like little
Yes.
to nothing about how Avengers and X-Men cross over each other.
Okay, so basically, okay, first of all, let's just throw this out here. Avengers were the comics that nobody read. They sucked.
Really?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shocking turn of events.
Everything that everyone is watching and they're just like oohing and awing and this is the best thing ever. This is my childhood. I know they're lying because those comics were garbage. They were hot, steaming trash. It was all about the X-Men. In the 80s and 90s, X-Men ruled everything. And like, I'm not kidding you. I don't know how. Like, I think Marvel just kept the Avengers going, just because it's like, wait, well, we can't cancel the Avengers. You know what I mean? It was that bad though. It was not like if you wanted good art, you wanted good story. It was all X-Men. It was Avengers were the lame books. But
Here, wait.
Oh, go ahead.
No, there's just like a lot coming in chat, so let's see.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back a little bit and start reading some of these things.
Okay, do it.
Niobe says, I would ask the client which outfit he really wants, and then it was seconded by Catch Draws. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Yeah, Nabi said I wore her in the 80s, 90s X-Men outfit. I'm gonna go down a little bit more. Catstraw says Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, if I can read, were Magneto's kids.
Yep.
And then...
And then Disney bought
Oh yeah, John Barrow.
Marvel. Keep going. Keep get us caught up, and then we'll.
Let's see. Mecha Jared said Chris Claremont was a god to all of us. Chad. John Bear Ross says Avengers and comic books were the dumping ground for D-list characters.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Then Allison's just wondering if you have anything fun planned for the weekend.
Well, I'm hanging out with my daughter. She graduated on Wednesday. And congratulations, Tacey. Yay. Joy's not here, though.
Woohoo!
So she's just celebrating with Dad. We had a little slice of her graduation cake. And it was really sad because it was just me and her. And nobody else. I know. So, yeah. So as soon as we're done with the podcast, we are going to turn on Stranger Things. And we're going to make snacks. And we're going to draw in front of the TV while watching Stranger Things. And when we get done with Stranger Things, we're going to turn around and watch Kenobi. So
that sounds like a really good time.
Yeah, we're binging TV.
That's my plan pretty much for Sunday.
Sunday. But I think I'm more excited for Stranger Things than I am Kenobi. And I'm going to tell you why, and it's a grumpy old man excuse, but I'm sorry. Darth Vader should probably not know that Ben Kenobi is on Tatooine raising Luke. I don't see how there can be much of a story there. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I haven't watched anything, so I can't be spoiling anything. I don't know. All I'm saying is the whole idea is that he's basically hiding out in secret, trying to avoid capture from the Empire, and also keep an eye on Luke. If you have the Empire, oh well, we know where he's at. How does that get? Anyway, we'll see. I thought the same thing about the Mando, and I love the Mando. But yeah, Grunkle Chad. There we go. There's Grunkle Chad.
My only thing with Stranger Things is that I haven't seen any promotional stuff for it at all.
Well, Netflix
literally yesterday, my husband comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, did you know Stranger Things next season's coming out tomorrow?" And I was like, "No."
Because Netflix lost 71% of its value this month.
Yikes!
Right.
71%. Most companies.
What happened?
There's been a bunch of stuff with the price raising, the animation stuff that was going on, lots of cancellations. It's been a whole thing.
Yeah, they missed their subscription mark. They projected to have 2 million new subscriptions, and then they lost subscribers.
Oh boy!
And people just turned it off.
Oh boy!
So yeah.
Well, yeah. Catch Straws says they effed around and found out, and they really did.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
So the reason I haven't heard anything is because Netflix doesn't have the money right now?
From what I understand, they are firing people left and right. They're just...
Tons of layoffs.
Yep.
Tons and tons of layoffs.
Well, I mean, if you lose 71% of your... Most companies could not survive a 20% drop in their stock. I can't believe someone hasn't said we're just buying Netflix. Because... Yeah. I mean, I can't believe Apple or somebody hasn't just said, we're just going to buy your, we're just going to do it right. If you're not watching the shows on Apple, holy cow. Foundation on Apple is the best thing in science fiction in a long time. And it is amazing. And nobody's talking about it. They do have I found out they have a season 2 being filmed, but everybody should be watching Foundation. It's everything you want in a sci-fi show. It's good. It's good. Catch is afraid that I'm gonna get canceled. I doubt that the 13 streamers, the 13 viewers go rat me out to The Bezos. Isn't Bezos out? I think Bezos is out.
Bezos?
Yeah,
Bezos.
yeah.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Isn't that how you say it? What is it?
No, it's Bezos.
I've always heard it Bezos.
Bezos.
Yeah. Not that
I mean, I'm
really
never
respect the
unhearing
man enough
Bezos
to,
now,
like,
but
bother to pronounce his name right, but
Yeah. He has a spaceship shaped like a penis. He's doing just fine. I can mispronounce his name.
I was gonna say there was something going to space. But then you could be like, I was there for this space.
You know what? I sort of want to go to space. I really think that if I had the money, I would buy a ticket and go to space. That sounds terrible, doesn't it?
No.
no, not really.
As someone who like grew up on Star Wars and Star Trek, if they were selling tickets and they're like, okay, it's $250,000 and you get to go up in outer space, and I had like $250,000 just like sitting in a bank account doing nothing, I think I'd do it. Just because I want that experience. I want to see what it looks like. So, but and here I am complaining about the price of like the Star Cruiser experience in Orlando. Like they want $5,000 for 2 nights. $5,000 for 2 nights. Let me say that one more time. $5,000 for 2 nights, and I would probably have a
Wow.
way better time. And yet I still just want to ride that rocket. I want to ride that rocket. I don't know. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with me. Too many Star Wars. Let's flip this around and see how it's looking. We're at 5 o'clock and I don't even have a face drawn.
It's okay. It's been a scuffed kind of day.
You know what though?
It's been interesting.
I did get to go swimming with Tacey though. I got to spend time with my daughter. That's the important thing. Good dad.
Yeah.
Bad artist. Good dad. But I feel bad. Tacey, her high school experience was complete crap because it was all just COVID. She didn't want to walk. She was like, I don't care. She's like, I don't like these people. I shouldn't speak for her, but she was just like, get me out of here. So we're gonna have like our own celebration. We're gonna just do our own thing. It'll be fun.
Nice.
I hope you guys have a great time.
We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna eat that entire cake. Her mom bought her a cake. It's a delicious cake. And she bought enough cake for probably 20 people. And it's just sitting in the fridge, and Tacey and I are eating it. Like you would.
So you said you guys are watching Stranger Things, right? When should I show up?
You know what?
Hey!
In 5 minutes, because we're supposed to be done at 5 o'clock, and it's 4:45.
Here, wait, we're missing some chat stuff, so give me 1 second, I'll go back and here, let's see.
You better do it before JD's gonna drop something on you. What was he?
No kidding. So John Bear Ross said, I heard For All of Mankind is good, but no Apple TV. Let's see, Catras. I cannot remember the context, so let's see.
Let's see, hold on, where's it at? Let's see.
Cowboys 95 said, do I need to rush and watch all my Netflix shows before they collapse? Maybe.
That sort of scares
comic.
me, because some of my favorite shows are on Netflix. But yeah, you might. See if you can buy
Like,
them on DVD.
Yeah, I mean that.
How can Netflix collapse after Squid Game?
I know. Yeah, we got to get Squid Game Season 2. We got to get, like,
I need more Cuphead. I'm losing my mind.
I need more, have you guys watched the new Love, Death, and Robots? That was phenomenal.
No, but I've been meaning to.
You need to. You know what? You know what's crazy? Oh, and I need to talk to Juan. So you remember Juan in our digital painting class?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There's a movie there. There's a movie in there filmed like the way he draws. And I was
That's cool.
Like I was just like going, he needs to be watching this like right now, because somebody literally just like made a movie with his art style. And I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I was just like, that is crazy. I don't know what this other Dazzler has.
Let's see. Comics says, so Chad, do you want to do an IOB cover after my next campaign?
I would love to, but right now it would be irresponsible for me to commit because I'm finishing up commissions that are a year old. I have interiors for Artist Elite. I have interiors for stuff I can't talk about yet, which I found out I won't even be able to talk about till next year.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a brutal NDA. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's going to be a year. And then, so right now, basically, I'm on 3 books. Huh. Okay, so let's do tentative yes, but you're going to have to catch me on a weekend where I don't have something going on. Does that make sense? But I would love to. The answer is I would love to, but right now I'm busy. So we'll, hopefully the cards will align and everything will work. Okay, so keep reading, guys.
Let's see. Kestraz, listen to the whole space race the billionaires are doing. It was stupid. Someone did a whole thread as a wife of a NASA engineer and how miserable it was to be in space, how impossible it was to survive out there without a whole team. John Bear Ross is like, still worth it. I want off this mud ball. Kestraz says, oh, absolutely, just toss me in the nearest black hole. John Bear Ross says, let no cake be wasted. Dad proverb. For sure. Waste no cake.
Yeah, I don't think I would. I think there's talk that they're doing a space hotel that should be operational by
oh my gosh, of course they are.
By 2027. And I don't know if I don't know. I can see me throwing up a lot in zero gravity. I can see that happening. But if William Shatner can be weightless for 5 seconds at night, how old is he? 91? I think I could do it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not the picture of health, but I think I could do it. So I wouldn't want to live there. I want to live here. I just want to. I want to see. I want to experience things. Like where did we go the other day? Like I love going to like different countries. I love going to we went to Canada. I've been to India. With Comic Cons and whatnot. And those moments, it's just like going to other places where everything is just 100% different than Utah. Right? Didn't I just make the rest of the world sound amazing? Everything outside of Utah is just like, oh, but and I love that experience. I love going different places. Like even we went to Orlando. Even going to Orlando, it was just like I got to watch a condor eat a snake. Just come down, grab the snake, pulled it out into the road, and start pulling its head off. You don't get to see that in Utah. You don't get to see it in Las Vegas. There's nothing alive in Las Vegas. There's nothing alive in the Southwest United States. It's tumbleweeds and dirt. Okay, so I just want to see the blue marble from far away, and not on a TV screen. I want to experience it. I know, it's horrible. It's stupid, but I don't care.
No, how is that stupid? That sounds awesome.
It's a want. It's a want. Because I have children.
People are allowed to have wants.
Well, but I have kids. I could set up a college fund for my grandchildren. I could buy someone a house. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane to think that you would dump that amount of money on that. But I think, like, if I was honest with myself, I think I would, just because I want to see it.
Oh, hey, we've been raided. Someone named Third Mango is raiding with a party of 4. They say, Chad, hello, buddy.
Third Mango, what's going on?
And someone else named Nix Hill says, heyo.
I know. Oh, I know. Nix Hill. Let's see. Don't be guilted out of living. Okay. Hey, John and Jess. Okay. How are you guys? You know what? It's past 5 o'clock. I don't even have the gesture done. Let's finish the face, and then I'll send it off to the commissioner and just make sure that they want
You get that clarification?
the shield outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, some people in chat were talking about going to Japan. I'm actually going to Japan next year, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, I wanna go to Japan. I want to go to South Korea. I want to go. Before COVID, I was supposed to go to Brazil, and I was supposed to go
Oh, right.
to South Africa. So I love going to those places. I love trying new foods. I love like smells and things that I've never seen before. And it's so funny. Like when I went to India, there's so many people that are like, why would you want to go there? And I'm like, because it sounds amazing, like the Taj Mahal, and and they're just like, oh, you're gonna get disease. I'm like, that's never happened to me. It's I mean, you always get like a con crud going to a convention if you like don't wash your hands. Like, you should see Joy now, just hand sanitizer like every 5 seconds at every show. But she said equal share. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. No, I swear I gained 30 pounds in India. Just eating food in India.
Amazing.
It
It's
was
delicious.
amazing. It was nothing like I've ever had before. Nothing. Just everything was like an entirely new experience. It just, and I want to do that. I want to do that all over the world. Same with like Europe was awesome. Belgium was awesome. Belgium has 14% beer. They have beer that will get you drunker than wine. That's what I don't know.
Priorities.
Yeah, for me that's amazing. So I love the Comic Cons. I love to go places. COVID, like, and don't get me wrong, if anyone was equipped to deal with COVID, 90% of my time I'm in my basement drawing, and even I was like, I can't take this. I need to get out. I need to see things and do things.
It was really hard to just have college life all of a sudden die. No
Yeah.
more outdoor movies, no
That
more
was-
parties,
That
no
was
more,
horrendous.
Yeah.
like no more anything.
All my kids had moved out, all of them, except for Tacey. So Tacey was home. It was just me, Joy, and Tacey. That's it. Erica had moved out. Michaela moved out. Chad's in the Navy. So, and they all, and like my daughter, Michaela, was like, after being in quarantine for like the 20th time, where she was literally trapped in her room for months, she called us and she goes, I'm worried about my mental health. She goes, I can't take this. Because they're basically in solitary confinement in those dorms. That's it. They canceled classes.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And I was just like, come home. And she's like, what about my lease? I'm like, I don't care about your lease. Come home. Just come home. And she, thankfully she did. But I can't imagine. And Tacey loved school before COVID. I'm drawing the eyes in the wrong direction. But I sort of like it. I don't know. I feel conflicted.
It was kind of nice.
I know, yeah. Every now and then, those little happy mistakes. But no, COVID ruined a lot of crap. But I desperately want it to be over. So I was really bummed, like when I came back from MegaCon. And there was a ton of infections. It was like a super spreader. So, I don't know, guys. Ringo, were you telling me that did I get your code name right?
Yeah.
Ringo?
Are you talking about?
Were we talking about California masking up again?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't go and do any research on myself, but
Okay.
from what I've heard, California has got its mask mandate again. But I don't know if that's certain areas or the whole state.
Oy, yikes. I just want my life to be done with the once in a lifetime things, the once in 100-year things.
It's like I'm done being part of history now.
Right, yeah, exactly. Can I just live in a boring part of history where everything's cool and peaceful?
Let's see. Over to chat. Yeah, Catstraw says, yeah, dorms would be really hard. Allison said, I graduated during that time, missed out on walking, so that was really sad. I get what the kiddos were going through. Catch says, glad I've been graduated forever. That must have sucked. Yeah, Nick Hill also said, really grateful I graduated before COVID. Third Mango said, we moved across the country during the pandemic, so we had to figure out a new place without seeing anyone.
Yikes. Yikes.
Yeah, Catstraw says, I didn't have issues staying in. That's because I'm a natural cave dweller.
Yeah, like me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even then, though, like, because, yeah, I'm introverted, like, nobody's business. Like, but even missing out on the whole, like, school experience, like, seeing people, that having class online was so hard. Like, harder than I thought it would be. Because, yeah, it was nice only having to wake up, like, 5 minutes before class and then just log on. But it was so hard to stay focused.
I'm still angry about how that was handled, because this is how UVU handled COVID. Okay, we're shutting everything down. Go home and teach your classes. You cannot take any of your equipment. That's how UVU handled COVID. I had to buy,
Because it was just over, like, spring break, I think. Like, you guys had, like, what, a week to try to figure out everything? Because it's like, okay, we're on break, so in a week, no one's coming back. So figure it out.
I had a friend who, and my computer at home was dead. All I had is my iPad and my 7-year-old laptop. That's all I had. And thank goodness my friend, who ironically, have you guys seen, when Facebook went to Meta? He owned Meta PCs down in Phoenix, and he's the one that got Meta to pay him like $40 million so they could have the name Meta. Anyway,
Oh, wow.
He built he built my computer, so that's how I got a computer is by like knowing people, because for the longest time, no one, everyone's being sent home to work, no one could buy a computer. There was like a 6-month waiting period for a computer, and I got mine in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they were like, go home and teach online. I'm like, and okay, I had certified for online teaching before, and I had a lot of my classes. I mean, you guys know what my Canvas classes are like.
Yeah.
So I was probably more prepared than just about anyone for it, and I still hated it. I was very resentful. I felt like literally, I'm like, why do I need, like, why don't I just collect the tuition from the students? And, like, what are you even doing? Like, why do we even need colleges? I mean, honestly, think about it. If we're going to do that, anyway. It was bad times for everyone. I so want to just draw a giant star on her chest. And then a bandana. The hips are wrong. But guys, it's past 5 o'clock, and I'm sorry we didn't launch sooner, but we didn't schedule to go past 5, so I gotta let everybody get back to their lives. We are back. We should be streaming again on a regular basis, more often. I have got to do a better job of letting you guys know when my conventions are, because obviously if I have a convention, I cannot be streaming at the same time. It's just too chaotic for me. I'm not going to be able to
Just go
pinch
live
that.
from the convention center on your phone.
Well, but
What's up,
Gosh.
guys?
yeah,
You can't hear me because it's so loud.
right. Well, but not only that, but look at all the. You remember the authentication problems? My Discord only works on my PC.
Yeah.
And then it locks me out of my mobile devices completely. So, anyway. But, yeah. So, next time we stream, though, I'll make sure that you guys get to see all the updates on the commissions when they're done. I'll have, like, a little gallery so you can see the follow-up to it, see how it turned out. I'm liking this better now.
I like it.
I think we just need to get...
Yeah.
I think we just need to get the outfit right. And then I have to put it on a cover of a book. But I'm thinking I'm liking this better. So I'll send it to them. But I'm so sad. Now listen, everybody's always welcome to come back. Ray Perry. Like if you guys ever want to crash, if you ever want to just check in and tell us how you're doing, the Discord channel will remain open for you. So feel free to come back and just barge in the door unexpectedly, like Leatherface with a chainsaw, and just
Oh my gosh.
yeah, because
Kick it down with my Doc
yeah.
Burton boots. Just, hey.
Ringo, how do you feel about that? If they just crash through the door like Leatherface, you'd be okay with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love them. They're awesome.
Yeah. So please, and Allison, same for you. If you ever want to jump on Discord, just let me know. And the best part about teaching is meeting cool people, and then all the stuff that you actually teach me. I've learned more about Clip Studio from Ray than
Which kind of blows my mind because you're the one that taught me all that I know about comics.
I know, and I know that I've been telling you guys, like, yeah, you got to get on Clip Studio. Like, everyone's using Clip Studio because everyone is using Clip Studio. I'm the worst. I'm just the worst. I can't deal with all the rapid technology changes. It's getting a little dicey for me to figure out this new stuff. But anyway, but we're excited. We're excited. So we'll be back. We'll be back next Friday. I don't think I have a convention next Friday. Hold on, when is Dallas? Hold on, let's find out when Dallas Fan Expo is. Just real quick. Dallas Fan Expo.
Oh yeah, Allison shared a link in chat to Chadland.
There we go. Yeah, so Dallas is not until June 17th. So we are
June
definitely
17th.
go. We are definitely go for next Friday. Unless things go bad with my family. So that's a 50-50 chance right there. Okay. But we're happy to be back. We'll keep you updated. I'll make sure that I update on socials, and tune in next time to see how good old Allison Blair turned out, the Dazzler. We'll finish the Dazzler and make sure everyone gets to see it. Until then, everybody, be good, and if you can't be good, don't get caught.
Hey.
All right, we'll see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.
See you guys.